For 10 long years, Terra suffered, his heart consumed by darkness, a lingering piece of his soul hiding away in the desert. But he could feel everything when Xehanort woke up in Radiant Garden, when he started to remember, when he banished his new teacher and took the name of Ansem the Wise. The horrifying experiments he enacted with Terra's very hands. It was all so horrible. But in this endless, dark nightmare, hearing only whispers of the outside world, Terra heard something beautiful. It was Aqua, the woman he lost so many years ago. He had no idea how long it had been, but she was safe in the realm of darkness. He couldn't see anything, but he could hear her voice. He could feel her presence. The only thing that existed was him and her. As he focused, he could see her for a brief moment. He spoke with her, asking about her and Ven, but before she could tell him where Ven was, he stopped her. He knew Xehanort was listening. He was always listening, always in control, echoing in his very mind. This demon that had stolen his flesh and bone. Even in these fleeting moments of calm, it was another trick. Xehanort using him as bait. He took him over again, screaming, asking for the Chamber of Waking. But Terra fought back, holding back his own body, allowing Aqua to leave. And for more inconceivable time, he committed more horrors, creating a cult, learning all the secrets of the heart, torturing a mysterious woman. So many subjects. It was so hard to understand. One day he felt a sharp pain. He felt a stab at his chest, and suddenly he split in two, his heart still trapped behind Ansem. But there was another piece now. He was confused. Xemnas was something new. He could feel Terra's feelings, remember his past. But he was still controlled by Xehanort's ambition, Xehanort's plans. He would sit in the Chamber of Repose and stare at Aqua's armor, feeling a deep longing inside, a sadness that he could not understand. He still wanted to grow Organization 13. He still wanted to steal more bodies, possess more vessels. But he had this need for more. He tried to build Kingdom Hearts again, but it failed. Terra could feel dying twice. When Ansem was blasted with light, and when Xemnas was struck in the chest. It all felt so real. He had such strange dreams, as if he was spread across all of space and time, reliving the same day over and over. A desert, many battles, again and again. It was all a blur. Sometimes he was in armor. Sometimes he was behind Ansem. Sometimes he was part of Xemnas. He felt like he fought his friends so many times, over and over. But now it was still dark, and he felt strange, solid. He was behind his old body again, tethered to his recompleted corpse. He was alive. He had traveled through time so many times, chained to Xehanort's heart, possessing puppet after puppet, still chained and forced along. But this was the final time. It was like he never left, like this endless journey of slipping through time was at its end. But Xehanort was still in control. It's then when the worst of all the torment had begun. He could hear the speech Xehanort spoke, the threat he gave. Today is the day you will all lose. Before you even face the 13, every last one of you will be torn heart from body. But fear not, the Keyblade will be forged. He watched helpless as his body hit Ven, as he struck them all down and split them apart, separating them. As he weakened them just enough. He was even blasted by a wizard using every last bit of his power, but none of it was enough. He hurt them. The demon tide was there, and one by one, it devoured every last one of them. The heroes of light enveloped by the darkness. Sora screamed and cried, and everything was lost. Riku gave a true love's sacrifice. But in the end, so it was foretold. Darkness prevailed, and light expired. He had done it all. His hands set up everything. His body puppeted to snuff out all light. Xehanort had won, and there was no more hope, or so Xehanort thought. But out of the darkness was a light. Riku's death, his love, sent Sora's soul back. It was the only way to stop him. The only way to win was to beat him at his own game. And we will hear about that next time. Anyway, I'm Maloney the Bard, and that is the pain that Terra suffered for 12 years. Thanks for listening. Bye. You know what? I'm pretty proud of that one. It was crazy short. This might be my shortest video ever. But I really didn't want to get into the time travel. Time travel is so complicated. There are people who time travel 4 times. I've written the next one, but I need to rewrite it like 4 times because holy shit, it's gonna be nuts. But that is Terra's story. That is how he suffered. His body was taken from him, and he was the bad guy in every game. His body possessed by Xehanort the whole time. I mean, he time traveled multiple times. I already started talking about time travel. I just realized. There's even more time travel. There are time travelers that go back to fight other time travelers inside of their hearts, while ghosts that may or may not be time traveling from the future come back to fight the time travelers who are fighting the time travelers, and then they are saved by time travelers, and then they themselves save the time travelers. It's a lot. Kingdom Hearts 3 goes ham. It's fascinating and complicated. I mean, if you thought Kingdom Hearts was complicated before 3, oh my god. You have to play the DLC just to understand what the hell's going on. Anyway, we'll find out more about that next week. It's a pretty fascinating story. Kingdom Hearts Back to the Future. I know this one was very short. Sorry. I've been kind of overwhelmed lately, dealing with a lot of stuff. I still stream every weekday, and for fun, I've been making video games on the weekends. I really enjoy it. It's really fun. Anyway, I'll talk to you all next week. Bye.